What's up? Black men must be physically healthy in order to be mentally strong. We have to start addressing all the problems in the with black men and the black community. And I believe that whenever you see people that are obese, you see the men are obese, you see the women are obese, you see the children not being raised to eat healthier and all these things, all those things lead to you not taking care of your mental health. And to me, I find it hard to believe that somebody can be mentally strong but not physically healthy and physically taking care of their bodies. And I believe that if a lot of black men out there who struggle with mental issues and struggle with mental problems, working out and eating healthier, taking care of your body is a perfect outlet, and it puts you in the right environment so you're not depressed, so you're not going through things mentally, you know? And I believe that when I was younger, I would just go off of my emotions so much and just, and even, at times, you know, now in my life, uh, I catch myself just doing things purely out of emotion, especially when it comes to what I eat. And I have to be, real about that. And I think that anytime that happens to me, I know it just be my emotions. It just be those carnal desires. And you can't always in life you can't go off of how you feel, because if you purely go off of how you feel, you will never have the life that you truly want. You'll never be truly happy and healthy. And I think that it's a good thing, it's a good mentality to have, that you're not going to ever be at your strongest mentally if you're not taking care of your physical health. And understand that a lot of the problems we have, where we have a lower quality of life in the black community, is because there isn't a there isn't people there, the community isn't prioritizing eating healthy. The community isn't prioritizing exercise. Only time you see it now, people get older and then they take it serious when they get older, because then now, they're seeing those repercussions of not taking care of themselves, not taking care of themselves, of not eating right, not exercising, not working out. And they see, a lot of problems within that. And I don't like seeing when people are struggling with their health. I don't like seeing people have a disease. I don't like seeing any of that. And I think that I hate seeing that with black men. I hate seeing that with the black community. I hate seeing that with the black women, with the black children. That's why a lot of people can sit here and say, well, God this and God gonna do this, and it's because of God, and God no. We're gonna operate off what we can do, and we're gonna operate off of, how we can change this and taking action on that. And I think the first things we have to do is recognize that we have that power, and that uh the things that we need is, exercise, working out, eating healthier. And you don't have to be extreme. You don't have to take this to the extreme, but it has to be taken serious, and it has to be prioritized, because it's your body, it's your community's health, it's your people's health. That has to be taken serious. Sometimes people can be like, oh, it's because of the medical system and X, Y, and Z. And I do believe, that plays a part in our not being as healthy as we should. But we got to wake up and use our mind and go off of what we actually need. And a lot of times you don't need a pill, you don't need a medication. You need to get up and take care of yourself and eat healthier and work out and exercise, right? We need to do those things more in the black community, and that will bring us out of so much mental problems, that will bring us out of so much uh, lower quality living and health problems. And a lot of just negative things in the black community stem from not taking care or not prioritizing your physical health. A lot of mental problems come from not taking care of your physical health. A lot of relationship problems can come from that. A lot of, work ethic problems come from, you not prioritizing your physical health. And I believe with black men, it's our responsibility to say, no, we're going to take this serious, and we're going to put this in our culture. We're going to put this in our way of life. We're going to lead by example. We're going to do these things, right? And I think that we have to create that structure. We can come together on those things to improve. And I believe that in the future, I want to see us living longer. I want to see us having, a longer lifespans. I want to see us having happier mental states. I want to see us, not struggling with, illnesses and sicknesses and diseases. I don't like seeing that, right? So it has to be prioritized. Stop with the mindset of God doing something or it's because of the hospital. No, we have to take control. We have to use our mind. We're more powerful than the hospital. We're more powerful than, anything outside of ourselves. We have the power, right? And that's what we have to recognize as black men. It's up to us for our community to be healthy. It's up for us for our individual selves to be healthy. We all know that. And I just think that that has to be prioritized. We have to stop sitting and saying it's okay for a man to be fat. It's okay for a woman to be fat. It's okay for us not to prioritize that. It's okay for us to it's normal for us to be having sicknesses and diseases. That's not normal. That's not normal for us to have sicknesses and diseases. And a lot of people say, well, that just randomly happened. And that, no, it happens because it's a bodily issue. It's a bodily issue. And we don't educate ourselves enough and we don't trust ourselves enough and take enough power into our hands and say, I'm finna do something. And a lot of times people, they won't help from the doctor. They won't help from the medication before they try to actually help themselves. They just wanna skip the part where they have to do the hard work and have to work on themselves and they say, hand me that medication, hand me that pill, right? And that's what we have to start understanding. That's what's killing us. Putting all that trust in, medicine and the pharmaceutical industry, putting all that trust in the government. Like they really care about you being healthy. They care more about making money. And this isn't a video about any of that. This is a video about us taking action on what we can do right now. And I believe that we have to prioritize, eating healthier. And my idea of eating healthier is, prioritizing fruits and vegetables. I think my ideal diet one day, or not one day, my ideal diet is to like 60 50 60% of the time when I eat, it's mainly, 50% 50 to 60% of my diet is fruits and vegetables. And just I'm going to probably end up making something more on specific foods and stuff because I do believe we need to have culture foods. Like these are foods that black people eat, and this is how we are going to eat our food, and this is the food that we eat, and that needs to be a thing too. uh and I'll probably end up going deeper into something like that when it comes to specific foods. But I believe right now, man, I hate seeing us struggling with obesity. I hate seeing us struggling with diseases. I hate seeing us struggle with, disabilities and all these things. And I think that all that stems from not taking care of your body, right? And I think that if there's any black man out there right now who's trying to self improve, who's trying to become a better version of themselves and gain a grounded black identity, I do have a guide, a deep dive guide on all of those things. So if you're interested in that as a black man, the link for that will be in the comments of this video, the description of this video. And if you click on my channel in the bio section, you'll see the link for that. So click on that, check that out. Peace out.